Let's talk about Ashanti, everyone. I've got a remix album on our hands, and this is one that not necessarily what may have been heard that much. I didn't know about it right off the bat. I noticed that she dropped three albums between 2002 and 2004, and then this one came out, and it was kind of, between '04 and '08. That was a pretty big gap, but she actually did try to, you know, decrease the gap by putting out some remix music. So this, as it stands, it is not, a huge victory, but there are songs on here that make it worth at least knowing that it exists. That's kind of the thing. I like paying attention to these greatest hits records because they usually sprinkle in a handful of good tracks. Like I've got a Limp Bizkit greatest hits that I'm gonna do, but this is one of which, and I think Ashanti fits the mold good, but it needed, if most of the new songs I did not like, or half of them. So if every single one of those songs would have been a hit and then one or two remixes, I'd say this would have been a total victory. But really, this kind of has a feminine touch to a rap song. Still on it is the candidate for that. Paul Wall and Method Man are both on there. And I think if you just like rap, this one should be right at home for you. And beyond that, the other three songs really slow it down and they're just tame compared to anything else. So the production, now one record I like the most on this record as far as the beat, the instrumentals go, is Still Down. That one was just, glorified swarming your head. And really, I think, obviously if we would have had four or five more songs like this, it would have worked totally. So beyond that, I listened to a couple songs off of Concrete Rose. Only You and Focus both carry the same beat. I think it would have been more interesting if they would not have. And, the Murder Inc. label, I mean, not too many of these cats are known full fledged, so it's hard to get as excited as it is with Paul Wall and Method Man. So the unheard songs, which are songs you may not have heard but need to take a listen to, there were three songs that I liked out of 10. So the songs were Still On It, Still Down Remix, and Show You. Now, Still On It and Show You were two of the new songs, and then Still Down Remix was one of 6 remix songs that was on here. Everything else did not jump off the page to me. I guess it's not so much that it needed to jump off the page as it is the beats were not as, if it's the same song, there's no juice to it to make you want to listen to the song with rappers. That's kind of the thing, is, it needed something different. When a remix has a different beat than the original song, it works. But if you're going to put someone like Lil Wayne on there, that more than makes up for keeping the same beat, because obviously he could probably rip the original song, but it just doesn't work in the same category. So, obviously I know most of these guys on the featured list aren't going to be releasing albums, so that's kind of why I'm not as excited. But those are the three songs. If I had to pick two almost songs, which are songs that I'm on the fence about, I would say Only You Remix and Focus Remix. But for the score, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. Just enough. I think if you want to complete Ashanti's discography, go ahead and get this, because it does have some good songs. Just not a ton or a lot. The future, Ashanti is, I looked it up, she's working on some stuff. And the social score, which means how well this plays around other people when you're in a group or something like that, I'd say it is not that good. I'd say Still On It's a good one, but other than that, there's just not a lot of fanfare in that regard. So I'm probably gonna say that I'll give it like a 1.5 out of 10 social, because the songs Ashanti, you have to be able to know songs that you're going to want to listen to besides being by yourself. So that's one thing to know. I think Still On It is a good one, possibly Show You, but so can it be topped? I think the answer is yes, it can. But once again, this is this kind of like filler, kind of filling the way between what you want to listen to. So for what that stands, it's a lukewarm victory. So subscribe for more fun. I give this album a 3 out of 10 and a 1.5 social.